Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 1st and 10. They give it back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Selling the fake. Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Great place to start for this offense. He'll try the left side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, the first part of the season. Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's
pick off! What a play by this defense! Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown, Irish! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
See some running room. He's got the first down. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They'll run it. Inside the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Beebe. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Mobley. There he goes! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Throwing, Carr. Right side, it's Mobley. Makes the grab in their space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it. It's Williams. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Carr. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On the move. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. The give. And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Beebe. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride him again. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense set for a 1st down play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The play fake. Throws to the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Mobley. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Carr to throw. Looking long. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Straight ahead, it's Mobley. He's there to make the stop. Notre Dame right back to the line. Carr from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals taking on the UMass Minutemen. And it's the Cardinals coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
The run inside. It's Danzy.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On the run, it's Mobley. Taken down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Irish send out the punt unit. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hits the hole. It's Beebe. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. The handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The give. There's some room. He's got enough. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Beebe. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps it on the ground.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Into the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Walton. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Hits inside. It's Mobley. Brings into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Takes a handoff. It's Walton. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. He's changing the play. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kick is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
2nd and long here. They'll run it. He'll be dropped.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long coming up. On play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Needs it here on 4th down. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Driven back.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Mobley. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells to run, wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Time to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got some room to run. Inside the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make